My name is TJ, and when I got into VR some time ago, I played a lot of VR shooters. Some good, some not so much. The ones that stood out to me recently were Hellsweeper, Blood Trail, and a little game called VAIL. When I started playing, VAIL's population increased as it was launching a competitive tournament with an actual prize pool of $35,000. Crazy, right? Well, yeah, because right after that, the game's population died out to single digits because it was PC VR only, it had a price tag, and it was impossible for new people to get in. Because all that was left after the tournament were pro players that knew every single angle in every single map, and they had zero interest in going light on new people. So good luck to you as a noob trying to even spawn properly and not catch 5 grenades coming in out of nowhere. In my eyes, that absolutely killed the game. But now, months later, and with the release on App Labs for standalone headsets, the population has to be a lot bigger, right? Well, let's get into it. To start off, the server browser actually had a couple servers with players, but all of them were TDM. Everyone was still learning the ropes, which was a good thing for me because I haven't played VR in a hot minute. I did turn off the voice chat so that I didn't get bombarded with random music and racism and squeakers, but actually having populated matches felt good. Seems like there's a new voting system for the maps and game modes, which worked nicely. The gunplay still feels great, and my smooth brain character model still looks pink. Once you get into the groove of the game again, there is a lot of fun to be had. I imagine playing this with friends as your first shooter is surely going to keep you hooked for a while. Other than that, it feels like the same game, which is a good thing, because the core of VAIL was never a bad thing. Tactical movement and pushing areas together will always increase your chances of survival. Hit registration feels fairly good. I can't really say I've had any problems with lag. All in all, I highly recommend you trying out VAIL. But of course there are other options that support mods like contractors, which I do enjoy for the COD zombies and all that. So if mods are more your thing, feel free to save your money for something else. But for a more serious PvP shooter that has interesting maps and isn't filled with slide cancelling and stuff like that, VAIL feels like a solid choice. But TJ, you say with a strangely high-pitched voice, I don't want to play multiplayer. I don't like it when people actually shoot back at me. Alright. Blood Trail. Now before I show you gameplay of me testing if the shotgun still dismembers people, know that I have more than 100 vids on Blood Trail already. I'm not gonna showcase the damage model, just know this is a game where you can choose to have unarmed enemies. Depending on what gun you use, that either means they have no weapons or no arms. What you should also know is that Blood Trail hasn't gotten any updates for a while. The devs claim there will be a big update that they hope will be finished before 2024, but it's closing in, and let's face it, we're probably not gonna get any updates this year either, which is fine to me. Blood Trail is early access. It's made by 2 people in their free time, so be patient or skip this one and just watch a couple of my videos. So what is it about? Well, you're a contract killer hired to take out an entire cult of crack-smoking crazy people. So far there's no story mode yet, but there is raid mode, which I turned into a music video a while back. In raid mode, you go through levels and take out everything in sight. Sandbox mode is also available, and it's the most played mode, I think. So far, I have about 90 hours in Blood Trail, and I think like 75 of those are in Sandbox. There's different maps for those who want that. I just want to play the little bathroom sandbox and paint the entire room red. So far, I've gotten my money's worth for sure. This game basically gave me my first 1,000 subscribers, so it'll always have a special place in my heart. If you want to see more gameplay that is not censored, Visit my channel, check out the playlist. There's bound to be something for every psycho that's watching this. Enjoy. Now, the last game I want to show off here is called Hellsweeper VR. In the last couple weeks, I've showed you guys a couple different movement shooters on the channel, and I personally love going fast and enjoy games that are considered boomer shooters nowadays, I guess. But could something like that translate over to VR? Hell yes. Apart from games like Doom VR, Hellsweeper is what you'd call a boomer shooter slash movement shooter melee slash magic roguelite. So you start off fresh, finish levels, get upgrades, and play until you can't survive anymore. Then you do it all over again with the knowledge you've acquired last time. All of this is combined with movement mechanics like sliding, double jumping, wall running, air dashing, and there's a button that enables slow-mo. You can summon swords out of thin air, guns, and even magical powers like fire or throwing rocks. You can combine your powers by, let's say, putting a fireball together with your sword to turn into a flaming sword, or maybe you use your flamethrower magic while you're in the air to propel yourself like a plane or a helicopter. It's all up to you really to use your arsenal in your own way. After completing a certain amount of levels, you're gonna reach the end boss of that level, which requires a specific tactic to kill. The first one has a shield that needs to be knocked out by throwing heavy objects at him. So if you've ignored your earthbending upgrades, you're bound to die every time you get to that stage. If you do succeed to upgrade the right abilities, taking out the first boss is gonna be a walk in the park really. There's other things too, like double-handing weapons to do more damage, or slicing upwards to launch enemies into the air. All of these are found by me by accident or in the tutorial, so after playing for a while you'll definitely find your own fighting style, and I think everyone's gonna be able to play the game in their own way. The second boss, for example, doesn't have a shield but fires powerful attacks at you. Some might dash left or right to avoid these, others will use their sword to shield themselves, or maybe just jump over and flamethrow a helicopter yourself out of harm's way. Everyone's gonna play this game differently, and that's why I think Hellsweeper is worth a try. I haven't been this sweaty after a VR session since I installed mods for Beat Saber. So make sure you keep a towel or something close when you give this one a try, because you're definitely gonna need it. I got some nice shoes on. So there you have it. I'm gonna be honest here, I've been trying to think of what to upload for the holiday season or Christmas, or... There's not a lot of Christmassy VR games that aren't total garbage. But I don't really think any of you will be watching YouTube on Christmas Eve with your family all huddled around your computer or your phone. So for now, I'll be taking a short break from uploading until next year, unless something pops up that I think you guys might enjoy. I'll still be working on what to upload next, and I'm sure I'll be working on the next video as soon as possible. Until then, I'll be enjoying some good food and taking a break from my full-time job. I want to thank you all for subscribing, leaving comments, likes, for sharing the videos. To those who are interested, I'm doing a giveaway at 2K subs. More info on that in the next video. My name is TJ. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.